afternoon, everyone. How are you today? Feeling good? Thank you for joining us on this Basah Art and Cultural Tour. My name is Wadri, one of your guides for this tour. My team and I will be telling you more about the things that you will see today. If you have any questions, please ask. It's my job to answer them. Before we embark on this journey of your lifetime, we would like to remind you to always stay hydrated by drinking lots of water, stay protected from the sun with sunblock, cap or an umbrella. We don't want all the makeup to start melting off and the guys getting the shock of their life. Lastly and most importantly, always stay close together and look out for one another so that no one will be left behind. Always remember to look out for these bright red rose as this will be our identity. With that, we are ready for takeoff. Come on everyone, gather closer so that you guys can hear me. Okay, we are now at Basah MRT station. So MRT stands for Mass Rapid Transit, which is our subway which the Americans call it. This will be the starting point of our tour. You may ask, but why are we gathered here? Isn't it just a train station? So the Basah MRT station was designed by architectural firm Woha, a Singapore-based architectural firm founded in 1994. And the station won them the award of the best transport building at the 2009 World Architecture Festival. So come on and follow me and find out what's so special about this train station.
The cylindrical beams and crisscrossing escalators make the station's interior look so unique and Instagram-worthy. The station also houses the longest escalator in the whole MRT system. The 41 meters long escalator stretches from the ticket concourse to the transfer level and takes approximately 1 minute to travel. What's more is that it is the only underground stop that has a skylight.
So we have arrived at our first stop, the Singapore Art Museum, also known as SAM. SAM is a contemporary art museum focusing on international art practices in Singapore, Southeast Asia and Asia. This place was originally a boys' school back in the 19th century until they moved out and SAM took over. They renovated the school, and how much do you guys think it cost? The renovation work on the 140-year-old National Monument took more than 2 years at a cost of 30 million, and it was finally opened in 1996 as the first art museum in Singapore. But unfortunately, we cannot enter into the museum as they are undergoing renovations work. But they have moved their current exhibition to 8Q, which is an extension of SAM. Let's have a 10-minute photography session, first with the stunning architecture of the museum before we move out to 8Q.
Don't want to miss the chance to explore the carefully conserved building, which was first established in 1867. The original details of the building have been retained as much as possible, including the plasterwork of the facade at the main entrance and the floor tiles, while keeping in mind the strict requirements of an art museum.
Let's gather and we will move over to 8Q now. Follow me. Alright, we are now at 8Q, which is the extension of SAM, and all the current exhibitions are moved here. Before we start, let's have a water break and drink up. Is anyone not feeling well? Please remember to inform me if anyone isn't feeling well. So, the current exhibition here is called Imaginarium, To the Ends of the Earth. It is a family-focused exhibition and emphasizes on having a closer look at our surroundings and the environment we reside in. Because today, with globalization and vast advancements of technology, with just a few taps on the phone search bar, you can get information that you may not even get, even though you are there physically. But does that mean that we really know all about what constitutes the world's terrains? Let's go find out. Before we can visit the exhibition, we must proceed to the ticketing counter to get our tickets. The price is $6 for adults, $3 for senior and students for a one-time pass. But for Singaporeans and permanent residents, it's free.
are here at the oldest Roman Catholic church in Singapore, which is called the Cathedral of the Good Shepherd. Does anyone want to make a guess which year this church was built in?
1847.
That's right, it's built in 1847 and its architecture is very similar to two famous London churches, namely St. Paul's and St. Martin in the Fields. Let us now go in and have a look, but please remember to be quiet. Let's go. Do you know that Singapore's oldest time capsule was buried here? In June 2016, workers found a 173-year-old time capsule while restoring this place. It contains a prayer booklet, newspapers, as well as coins and tokens from the 18th to 19th century. If you were the one who found this time capsule, what will you do?
I would sell it. I will save it and keep it and pass it to my future generation.
But the best thing to do would be to hand it over to museums so that everyone can have a look at it. Okay, let us now head to our next location. We are now at the National Design Centre, which is the nexus for all things design. This is where designers and businesses congregate to exchange ideas, conduct business, use its facilities and obtain assistance from the National Agency for Design, the Design Singapore Council. As you can see, it is centrally located in the arts, cultural and learning entertainment district, which is well placed to invite the public to learn more about design through its exhibitions and programs. Let us now go in and have a look. There are currently two ongoing exhibitions, the ADM Select and the 50 Years of Singapore Design. Let's check out the ADM Select, which is just behind me. ADM stands for Art, Design and Media, and this exhibition is a compilation of graduating pieces from students of Nanyang Technological University. Over 10 years, NTU School of ADM has established itself as one of Singapore's most creative centres of tertiary education. Let's take a walk around this exhibition and feel free to ask me any questions if necessary.
Hi, I'm Celeste and I'll be your tour guide for this part of the tour. So the building behind me right now is the National Library of Singapore, and it is the flagship building of the National Library Board. It is also a national institution, knowledge institution responsible for preserving and making the nation's literary and publishing heritage and intellectual memory accessible to the public. It is also known for its beautiful and modern architecture and glass exterior. An interesting point to note is that the building is also eco-friendly and energy efficient, and the environmental impact of the National Library is lower than that of a typical office building of the same size.
However, did you know that this is not the original National Library? The old one was at Stamford Road but was unfortunately demolished in 2005 to make way for the Fort Canning Tunnel. Currently, the National Library consists of a reference library, also known as Lee Kong Chian Reference Library, a central public library, and the Drama Centre under one roof. The Lee Kong Chian Reference Library occupies 7 stories of the building, and the startup collection exceeds 530,000 print and non-print materials about Singapore or the surrounding region. And there are plays and shows held frequently at the Drama Centre. We'll now head over to another part of the library. There are different exhibitions held here frequently, and visitors can head down to view these too. It is also a meeting point for people and a place for relaxation and studying, as there are a lot of students seen here. The opening hours are from 10 AM to 9 PM daily, and admission is free.
Okay guys, so now we'll be heading for a short restroom break before we head over to our second stop, the Basah complex. So the restrooms can be found on the second floor of the National Library. Right now, we're at Basah complex. This place may look outdated and like it's seen better days, but don't judge a book by its cover, as treasure truly awaits those who venture into the nooks and crannies of the complex. It was built in the 1980s and has always been the go-to place for textbooks, educational materials, second-hand books, and art materials. Many Singaporeans will fondly recall memories of bringing their book list here during the last week of the December holidays to purchase school books for the next school term. Basah complex is also named after Basah Road, and it comprises of a 5-story atrium serving commercial purposes and 2 25-story blocks of residential flats.
It certainly flourished in its early years as book collectors, students and bargain hunters looking to save on second-hand books knew that this was the place to go. Also, in the early 1980s, it used to host small-scale CR recitals and performances which were immensely popular. During its peak, there were events taking place almost every Saturday at the complex, and it held arts and culture-related activities such as book fairs and art exhibitions which helped to attract customers. After more than 20 years, it has earned itself the name City of Books due to the numerous bookstores located inside. Although Basah complex is no longer as popular as it used to be, it is still a treasure trove filled with stationery, arts and craft materials, musical instruments, art galleries, sports goods, and much more.
Alright, I'm sure you're all feeling very tired, so we'll be taking a short break here. You can head to the convenience store or the Korean mini mart to buy some snacks and refreshments before we head on to our next stop. And also, I hope that now you can appreciate Basah complex better and appreciate its beauty, even though it's quite a rundown building.
Finally, we have come to our last stop, Chimes. As you can see, the weather is rather hot, so do remember to put some sunscreen and put a cap on. And also remember to drink up. Okay, now back on to Chimes. It is a historic building complex in Singapore, which used to be a Catholic convent known as the Convent of Holy Infant Jesus, CHIJ for short. And the convent quarters are called Cadwell House, which is located inside Chimes as well. Now let's head on inside. Now look around you, what do you see?
As you can see around you, the interior and architecture is rather unique. Chimes was constructed in the neoclassical Gothic style. The restored building consists of tassel-tiled floors, twining stairs, delicate stained glass panels, and elegant Oriental columns. The entire chapel, now a multi-purpose hall holding events such as weddings and corporate get-together, is known as Chimes Hall.
Also, do you know that Home for Abandoned Babies was in fact the nickname of Chimes? It used to be a place where distraught mothers abandoned their babies. The story goes something like this. In 1854, a group of well-educated and socially conscious nuns, known as the Sisters of Infant Jesus, arrived in Singapore from France to set up a Catholic convent. The complex eventually became an orphanage, and many women who could not afford to keep their babies left them at the orphanage's side gate. Many of these orphans were Chinese girls born in the year of the tiger, as there was a strong superstitious belief that tiger girls would bring bad luck to the family. Today, the gate is known as the Baby Gate or Gate of Hope and is located along Victoria Street.
Oh, but I'm born in the year of the tiger.
Oh, lucky for you, you wouldn't have to go through the same fate as the babies from before. We have now concluded our Basah walking tour. You can spend more time at the various attractions as mentioned earlier, or if you wish to head back home, you can proceed to the nearby City Hall MRT, which is behind me. I hope you have learned more about the arts and culture aspects in Basah and have a deeper understanding behind each attraction. Do share them with your friends and family to spread awareness about the hidden gems in Basah. I will be staying back for a while to answer any questions regarding the tour. I hope you enjoyed the tour and found it insightful. Remember to drink up and have a great day ahead. Thank you, and I hope to see you again.